tired, I was thinking maybe we should review some stuff.
I think we should.
Maybe the Black Dog stuff. You want to do that?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay. Well, let me get ready.
All right. Way back when this bike was new, I had a really bad accident up in Washington State, going about 52 miles an hour or so, and did about 6,000 bucks worth of damage to the bike, and all I got on this skid plate was that scratch and that gouge right there. That's how strong the skid plate is. And a lot of it has to do with this smooth coating, I think, that helps it glide over stuff. It's a really good product.
The only thing I have to talk about today, really, because it's the only product currently I have on, is these prototype foot pegs. And, you know, Kurt over at Black Dog was worried that there was like a little bit of off-camber angle. I don't feel it. I don't see it. He's a perfectionist, so I'm going to trust him. But if he wants my feedback says not a problem. But I got to tell you, I've ridden with these, and I haven't done a lot of off-roading. I've kind of just gone on a few trails because I haven't had a chance. But it feels so much better. I mean, just the standing on pegs all day will just tear you up. And the thing is, some of the ones that you buy, some of these knockoff Chinese ones, yeah, they're cheaper and they're okay, but they don't hold up. I mean, they don't. I had some on my KTM when I had a KTM, and they broke off. The little gnarly spikes that you put in kept falling out, even though I put some thread lock on it. They'd spin out because they just weren't, the tolerances weren't very good. So I don't recommend doing that. Go with something nice. It's a little more money, but it's worth it. I mean, you're already talking about a fairly expensive bike. Like, just do it right, you know? Now, when I had my KTM 1190 Enduro, I did have the Black Dog skid plate, and I've got nothing but great stuff to say about it. That thing was phenomenal.
If you're looking at this, everybody asks me what this is. When it's off, this doesn't necessarily look like a light, but it is. It's a side light. I had cut this out because I had a hugger back there that I don't have anymore, but this is a Black Dog product as well. And the reason that I put this on here was about 7 years ago, on the way home from work in the middle of the night on a different bike, I got T-boned. And it just made sense to me to be seen from the side. And so I bought these from Black Dog. It comes with the plate and the light and the wiring and everything that goes with it. It's a rigid LED. And now I have a light to be seen all the time, from the day or night. It's highly visible from the side. So it's a big help there.
The one other product that Black Dog Cycle Works is working on is a skid plate for the Harley Davidson Pan America. Probably not going to see it until December, January, somewhere in there.
At least.
Like most parts for the Pan America, you're not going to see until then. Although I got the bag, at least, which isn't bad.
And they're also going to be working on some sort of rear end solution too. Either a luggage rack, right, or a grab bar, or a combination of the two.
Yeah, because this is plastic.
Yeah.
And I really... Harley, I love you, but this plastic, I already broke one off, so no plastic, please. I mean, the tank already has plastic, you know, and I get it, because you want it to be lighter for off-road. So, but there are certain tie-down points and certain things you just don't want to compromise that. Anyway, just a quick update on this bike. I'm still loving it. I have a love-hate relationship with the bar risers. Most guys put them on, they go, oh my God, it's transformed the bike. It does for most people. Riding off-road, I love it when I have them on. When I'm on the street, I hate it. I just don't like being up higher. But I wish I could find like a happy medium, maybe a 1-inch rise instead of a 2-inch higher, but maybe. that animal does not exist, I don't think.
Maybe not yet.
So maybe not yet. So I have some rocks risers. Maybe I'll throw those on. Anyway, I'm babbling. Next thing that we're going to talk about is...
All right, so another product that is made for this bike in particular is this, which Black Dog calls the Helo Pad. And I've got all of my stuff bolted to this, and it's here all the time. My tools, I carry a lot of tools, heavy stuff. My water is always there. This thing takes the place of the pillion seat and the other stuff that comes standard on the bike. And it's just a huge plate of aluminum with a whole bunch of tie down points all around the edges and the back. It's pre-drilled for rotopacks, whether you want it back here or up here. It's just a super convenient thing to have, and it's totally flat. And it's, as you can see, it's kind of flat with the tops of the whatever panniers you have as well. So it creates a nice big flat spot to strap stuff to, and it makes it really convenient for carrying gear on a trip.
So another thing that I want to talk about is this exhaust. This is an exhaust by a company called Toce, and they're made in the USA, and that is T-O-C-E, kind of like toast without the T, Toce. You know, I put this up on the forums and showed everybody just with an iPhone, and it's loud. It's louder than stock pipe, and I got so much grief, okay? But it's not ridiculously loud. It probably does sound ridiculously loud through that phone, and it is definitely louder than stock, but it's not off the charts at all. And, you know, is it environmentally friendly? You know, it depends on where you're riding. If you're out in the desert here in California, it's not an issue, okay? A couple dB louder than another dirt bike or something, you know, I just don't see it being a problem. But if you do want to go a little more stealth, he said he does offer a baffle for it too. So I've been giving the owner some feedback on this pipe, and what I asked him was, if we do bags on this, how's this pipe going to work? And he goes, okay, that could be an issue. So he's designing the pipe differently now so that it does arc, and it will stay out of the way of like Moscow luggage, or if you have some aluminum, you may not need that cutout. I don't know. I have yet to see this. You know, you deal with, like, you want it higher so that it doesn't get banged up, but you want it low enough that it doesn't get in the way of the luggage. So there's this trade-off with something like this. I just like it because I've dropped a ton of weight off of this thing. But I like it, and I'm going to start it for you, and you be the judge of how loud you think it is or shouldn't be or whatever. I like it. I kind of like old school like that, but maybe I'm being a little bit, I'm not being anything. I like the way it sounds, all right? So once it went down to idle, and I've got my headphones on, once it went down to idle, it quiets down a little bit. And even on the road, it's not, so I don't know why it does that. I think just the RPMs go up and et cetera, et cetera. Somebody said to me there is no way that you gain any horsepower with a slip-on. So the resonator is gone in this setup. Now, does a resonator create some back pressure? I don't know, does it?
Probably a little bit. I think everything you add to it, every bend was going to add some back pressure.
Now, you rode this.
I did.
Did you think that it was...
I noticed a significant difference.
Me too.
No doubt.
I don't care what anybody says. I have people on the forum saying, no way, there's no way that it could be any faster, you could gain any horsepower. Well, we did. I'm telling you right now. But you know what? There's only one way to really know, and that's to put it on a dyno. But they did just that. Didn't they?
Yeah.
They did put it on a dyno. So I'm going to see if I can find those results. If not, either take my word for it or go yell at them.
You can see here, this is also a Black Dog product. This fork light, this is a Rigid Industries 6-inch, what they call a Spectre light. There's 9 LED bulbs in there. The 3 outer ones on both sides are floods, and the 3 in the middle are spots. So this throws a lot of light downrange, and the way it mounts to the forks here, means that whichever way your wheel is pointing is where that light's going to. And it's also in a really safe place. It's not vulnerable. It's never going to get broken right there.
Like I said, the foot pegs are phenomenal. I want him to come out with black ones. He already said he is, so that'll look better on this bike. This might be a nice, the unfinished ones might be nice for certain bikes. I don't know.
They'll look good on the silver Pan America.
It would look good on my KTM over there,
Yeah.
because of all the silver. But for this bike, yeah, you gotta have black. You've had nothing but good.
Yeah.
Are these called platform pegs? Is that the correct word?
I think mine they called platform pegs, and these I think they have another nickname for.
I called them grip. What do I call them?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. But
They're good. They're really
when
good.
you go to his website, you'll see them.
Yeah.
Except for these, you can't have these yet. But you will.
But soon. And a little tidbit of additional knowledge. All of the Black Dog Cycle Works foot pegs have a bottle opener on the bottom of them.
Yeah. We didn't even show that, did we?
You want that beer at the end of the day.
Yeah. I want it now. What do you think?
Yeah, right?
Let's do a beer.